Getting to your school news this morning, Klamath County schools are going back in session today, but it's not the first time they've been able to do this. We're joined here with Klamath County School District Superintendent Glenn Moniak and Peterson Elementary Principal Travis Fast. Gentlemen, thank you so much for waking up early with us this morning. Glenn, last time we spoke back in around November, kids had gone back to school for only 1 week. Then you guys had to return back to distance learning. So talk to me a little bit about what makes this time different.
Well, the governor's order that says that she wants all the students back in school by February 15th. Our local public health has a lot of confidence in the school district to be able to get the kids back safely. Before Thanksgiving, we had all of the students coming back at least 2 days a week. And so I think we've shown that we know how to do school safely for the kids.
Okay. It has been, I know, a little bit of a roller coaster for everybody, and especially in terms of school. How are you feeling as a superintendent with the kids being able to come back in class?
Well, our nurses, principals, all the teachers have done a phenomenal job of putting the protocols in place. So I have a lot of confidence that we're going to be able to pull this off successfully. Even if there are students who test positive, we have procedures in place with cohorts to be able to quarantine those students.
Wonderful. If we want to bring Principal Travis Fast in real quick. Travis, I want to ask you, as an educator, what does this mean for you, your staff, your students, to be back in class? How important is this?
Well, I know for overall for our students and their academics, the grades compared to this time the year previous, it's not even close. So a lot of the kids, academically, they're not doing so well. I know there's a lot of here at Peterson Elementary School, our teachers are eager to get the kids back in front of them. When we did have our 4th through 6th grade kids back, we had them back for 1 week, and we saw twice the amount of work get turned in. But also socially, emotionally is a big deal for our kids, big deal for our staff, and for our community and our parents. So this is a big deal for us. We're happy and eager.
Yeah, good to hear. And so explain to us exactly how this is working. I mean, it looks like you've got your desks behind you separated. So talk to me how you guys are making this all work.
Well, there's a ton of protocols that we do, including from when the kids come to school in the morning. They have to line up in lanes as they come in. They have to sanitize. They grab their breakfast as they come in and sack lunches. We keep them separate. You can see here we got desks. There's 5x7 tape it down the floors. Kids have their own spots with their desks, and you can see there's some bins here for the different cohorts. So cohort A comes in on Monday and Tuesday, keep their supplies here. We fog and disinfect in between. Cohort B is what we do to switch them. So that's just a bare minimal amount of protocols that we follow throughout our day. It's pretty heavy set.
And this is obviously the beginning. What's the hope as you guys go on in terms of this either hybrid learning or getting everybody in class?
The hope is that by the end of the year, we can get everybody back in class. Because right now, it's just half the kids. With the vaccinations right around the corner, it's just a matter of time before, our educators can all get vaccinated. And so we're hoping that we can keep this thing going. And as long as we don't have to quarantine too many kids to go back to full distance, we're just hoping the momentum builds and we get to the point where everybody's vaccinated, feels safe, and we're ready to go to bring everybody back.
Perfect. And then Glenn, if I want to bring you in here just for our last question, talk to me about just kind of wrapping this up for maybe parents who are nervous about sending their kids to school. What is the other options that you guys having going on? How can you make them comfortable, just to kind of wrap this up?
So since the beginning of the year, we've always had a homeschool option. But this year over the summer, we developed an online class so that any of the families could pick the online option. And when the students come back, anybody who's uncomfortable can switch over to that online option if they weren't doing it already. Okay, good stuff. Glenn, Travis, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Some really good information for people just to understand how it's all working at schools. Kyle, I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you.